Guys, welcome to another video of Tsubasa Rising Champions. Today we're going to go over some skills for Diaz. We're also going to review Victorino, Brian, and Carlos. So I know there's a lot of talks, why is Carlos' stats so low, his overall cost. Guys, there's a lot of reason for that, and we're going to jump right in and I'll explain to you guys why it's that low and if there is a possibility for this to change on day one release. Okay guys, so I did my best to try to translate this with Google. Translation might be a little rough, but I've seen multiple skills throughout, so I will do my best to try to tell you exactly what they can mean. So obviously he's the captain, so he's gonna have the captain skill. His captain skill is called Hyper Offense Football. So that can be a courtesy to their formation for Netherlands, Total Football. So the first skill is Break of Custody. When you use a shooting technique, so this activates when you use the shooting technique. The top section up here tells you when it activates, and the section down here tells you the skill of the ability, and then you got the energy cost and the total cost, which is applied onto cost total. So it says skill effect decreases the opposing guardian's all stats. So I'm assuming the guardian means the goalkeeper. So when he shoots, when he uses any shooting technique, he decreases the guardian, who's the goalkeeper. He increases their stats. The effect is very small, but he still pierces through the goalkeeper. So it's kind of like his break shot in a way. Then we have Powerful Shooter. This one is always active. This is a running passive. It increases the power of your shot on the ground. So not only can he break the goalkeeper's stats, a very small percentage, but he can also increase his power. So the stats that you see here, you're probably like, why is his power stats so low? Well, after he shoots and he has this passive, his power goes up. So you guys gotta remember that skills play a big role in this game. So it's not just the total cost and the grid that you see there, it's also within their skills. And then we have Crushing Shot. When you use a shooting technique, so anytime you use a shooting technique, it's going to increase the energy damage inflicted on the opposing guardian. Again, guardian meaning goalkeeper. So he seems to really have these crushing, breaking shots that inflict damage on the goalkeeper and decreases their stats. Then he has Biggest Star. By receiving a pass after. So when he receives a pass, consecutive passes, he gets +5. And this temporary improves all your stats. It's very small, but it's still, guys, it gets his stats up by 5. And not only that, so if you consider 5 on tech total, 5 on tech, power, offense, and all his stats, defense, speed, technique, will all increase +5. And if he's shooting and he decreases the stats of the goalkeeper, he's pretty damn good. But guys, just keep in mind that there is a day one patch, and that patch states that it's going to improve the balance of the game, meaning the character's overall, team's cost, team overalls. So these are all, this is information that we're receiving before the game is released. So expect changes. Just want to throw that out there. His next one is Precision Shooting, and the cool thing about this one, it's always active, and it facilitates trajectory of your complex shots. So if he is on the side of the goal and he shoots, he has a good chance of getting it in because he can shoot in all angles. So this makes Brian very dangerous. Guys, next we have Diaz. And for Diaz, obviously his overall is better than Brian by a huge margin. However, Brian has better offense and power. Diaz is just a better technician. He has better speed. And he's a better defender. So when it comes to attacking, breaking through the goalkeeper's defense, you want to use Brian on your team. If you want more of a technical player, obviously he's a midfielder, so they're two different positions. Then you go with Diaz, depending on who you want to build the team around. He is a captain as well, so he has a captain skill. His captain skill is technical engineering. His first skill is activated by activating the V-zone with a dribble. So this skill is really good because you have no energy cost, meaning you can shoot a special even though your energy bar is 0. So if one of your shots costs 50% energy, doesn't matter because Diaz has Born Footballer and he can use skills at will. So this makes him very dangerous. The next one is Superstar. After consecutive passes, +5 on stats. This one improves temporarily all your stats. The effect is huge on this one, unlike Brian. So you see his stats. Oh, sorry. You see his stats now, guys. Oh, my bad. You see his stats now, guys, and that is just going to balloon even higher. He's gonna have more technique, more power, more defense, all around. He's gonna just improve, but it's gonna be temporary. But it's gonna be a burst. So if you're good in this game and you're good at passing, and if you do I think him and Pascal have a 1-2. Yes, they do. If you do Pascal and his 1-2 pass, you can easily activate this passive. And here's another one, Born Dribbler. During a fast dribbling, meaning I think the fast dribbling would be if you manage to evade 2 opponents in a row. Increases your movement speed. And this effect is huge as well, so he gets really fast. The Ball is My Friend. Tsubasa has this effect as well. During a fast dribbling, just like this one. So these two will activate at the same time, Born Dribbler and The Ball is My Friend. Reduces your energy cost. So not only will he become super fast, his energy cost will decrease, and if he was to activate the V-zone during that time, this guy is already immortal. He's just gonna slice right through. And then we have the ball is, wait, does it do? Nope. Okay, we did this one already. Then we have Mastery of Attack. This one's always active. Improves your attack stats. So even though his attack stats are low, with this skill that's always active, during the match, that stat changes completely. And it's a huge effect. So, and this one is Zone Expert. By activating the V-zone during a dribble, temporarily improves all your stats. So again, this guy has multiple stats improvements, and this guy is very dangerous. So I would definitely, if you're building a team, I would add Diaz in the team. Definitely add Diaz in the team. This guy is a monster. So let's go to the next character. It's going to be Victorino. Sprint Panther. When you have the ball and the V-zone gauge is not empty. So during V-zone gauge, as long as it's not empty, this skill, Sprint Panther, let's just call it Panther Dribble, will be active. Your team's V-zone gauge significantly increases your speed as you dribble. So this will increase your dribbling speed and make you super fast. Victorino is the fastest one in the game. I don't want to hear any comparison with Nita. If you thought Nita was fast, wait until you see this guy. His captain skill is Concentrate, Cascade. I don't know if that's a bad translation. Let's go on to the next one. Skill 2, Born Counterattacker. By stealing the ball when your opposing defense is weak. So this could mean two things. Either A, when there's a debuff on one of the opponents and you steal the ball on the opponent's defense stat, or if you just simply steal the ball, it just activates. This one improves all his stats, so that would be good. If you have the V zone and you haven't activated yet, once you steal the ball and you get Born Counter, you have all your stats improved, and then you go ahead and activate the V zone, and you'll be super fast. And this guy's a one-man army. Then he has Born Dribbler. During a fast dribble, improves your speed. So another speed skill. And then you have Boled. I can't pronounce that, but this one's always active. Improves your speed stats. So he has three speed stats so far, guys. 3. And if you include Born Counterattack. This also increases his speed. So far he has 4 speed moves. And then he has Great First. So early in the game, so I'm going to assume maybe the first 15 minutes, 30, maybe the first quarter of the game, he has a very huge improve on all his stats. So that 109 cost, that grid you see there, no longer matters when the game starts. His stats are high. And then when the second quarter starts, or after 30 minutes, whatever it is, the stats go down to 109, or the total cost, and he's no longer that Victorino anymore. So if you can capitalize on the first start with all these skills plus the one that's already active, Uruguay is a very, very force to be reckoned with Victorino. And if they add Hino in the future, this team is going to be amazing. So the next one is Biggest Star. By receiving a pass consecutively, temporary increases all stats. So guys, if you take advantage of the first start and you have some good passes and you can dribble through people, Victorino can score on anyone almost. The next guy is Carlos. Okay, so Carlos, you guys got to keep in mind this is Carlos Barta, not Carlos Santana, and don't be intimidated by the stats. The total cost it means different things, guys. It means skills, it means moves, obviously it means the grid. Carlos is not good at defense. That's his weakness right there. He is not good in defense. Tsubasa is better in defense than Carlos, and I believe Diaz is better at defense than Carlos is. So don't be intimidated by that. This guy is a good player. You got to remember, look, he even has a skill called Young Star. He has no captain skill because Alberto's the captain, but he has a skill named Young Star, which means maybe, hopefully, we will get a different Carlos in the game. Hopefully we'll get Carlos Santana, who's way better than Carlos Barra. That would be interesting to see if we were to get some sort of DLC character of Carlos Santana instead. And he will no longer be a young star. So I'm assuming this guy is probably younger than Tsubasa and Snyder. So when he has the ball, only when he has the ball, as long as the ball is in your feet, your power, your shot power increases for each opponent dodged. Stats decrease if passes. So his power, he has the highest power stats. He has the highest power stats with this active passive. As long as he can dodge opponents and keep the ball on his feet, he has the strongest power shots. The ball is my friend, just like Diaz and just like Tsubasa. There's an error right there, 1,135 on the cost. During a fast dribble, reduces your energy cost. So again, this applies for Diaz, Tsubasa, and Carlos. As long as he has the ball and he can fast dribble and continuously dribble through his opponents, not only will his power increase, but his energy will decrease. So this guy is a monster when he's going into the pocket. And then it says when tied. So if the match is 0-0, 1-1, 2-2, improves all your stats by a huge margin. Tsubasa also has this skill, Bearer of Victory. Tsubasa already has skill 1 and 2, so, you know, be mindful of him. This guy is probably the second best player, if not third. Then he has Powerful Shooter, increases... Oh, go back there, sorry guys. Powerful Shooter increases the power of your shots on the ground. So he has a lot of power moves. This one's always active. During a duel... a duel can either mean in the air or if it's just one-on-one, I'm assuming. Carl Snyder has this move, so facilitates victory in a duel. So this guy is good at one-on-one. He will always win. And this one's always passive. This one's always active as well because it's passive. Increases your attack stats. So yeah, his attack and offense are off the chart. His technique is good. His defense is not good. So don't rely on him for defending. I'm not saying he wouldn't be able to tackle you, but just don't rely on him, guys. So that's all the skills for all the characters that we know of so far. And I'm really impressed, you know, with the stats here, with the skills. I'm looking forward to the patch. So let's take a look at that patch before I end the video. So guys, this is the patch right here. It improves stability of movements, so it's going to
maybe up the frame rates a little bit, or just make the movement look more smooth, more stable. Improved network function. So this one is for online, and this one is good because Bandai Namco is not really good with their onlines. I already saw that with Gundam Versus, among other games. Adjusted game balance. So this one is the one that's very important to me. It's because this one is player cost, team stats, player skills. This is everything right here. So I'm taking these stats with a grain of salt, all these skills with a grain of salt, because if they're already adjusting the game balance on day one, we're probably going to see a big difference. And the people that currently have the game and are playing right now, they're also going to see a big difference in the improvement of the game. And then you have made other various improvements. So this can mean anything. This can mean improving online, improving game stats, improving skill costs, skill effects, just a multitude of things. So we don't know what that really falls into, that umbrella. It's a wide branch. But yeah, guys, the next video I'm going to touch on the stats of the characters, and I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about the stats and just being careful as to what you're seeing now, because the game is not out yet. So don't jump to conclusions, especially when the game is already being adjusted. So you can bet your ass that, you know, in other games, sports games, they adjust stats all the time. So this game is the same way too. They're going to be adjusting stats. They're going to be improving the game. But that was it, guys. Thank you for watching. I will make another video today. Actually, maybe 2 more videos about the raffle, the rules, and about the tournament raffle, the rules, and also about the team stats. I have some guys that I want to talk to about here. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Take care.